Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the X Division Championship, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
On a night already packed to the brim with history. Can this man make more history and become a 10-time X Division champion?
And ladies and gentlemen, we have been informed by Access TV officials that we will stay with this main event X Division championship matchup in its entirety, commercial-free. For those of you expecting to tune in for New Japan Pro Wrestling, the broadcast for New Japan will occur immediately following this main event matchup right here on Access TV.
His opponent from Washington, D.C., he is the X Division champion, Lio Rush.
And here's the thing, Tom, ever since Slammiversary, one could argue that Lio Rush, if anything, has been more brazen since then. So what will he do tonight to retain that X Division title?
Impact is returning to the United Kingdom for its first major British shows in almost 8 years. It's Impact's UK Invasion Tour. October 26th will be in Glasgow. October 27th, we're in Newcastle. October 28th and 29th, we'll take over Coventry. Now on October 27th, Will Ospreay will join us in Newcastle for Turning Point, which will air on Impact Plus on November 3rd. Get your tickets now via ImpactWrestling.com.
So much to be celebrated heading into that incredible UK tour, but tonight we find out in our main event who will walk out of the historic 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling as a champion of the signature division of this company as X Division champion.
From the very beginning of this company, the X Division Championship has defined it. It's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. Who will walk away with the most prestigious prize in the history of this company? And it was all the way back on June 4th, 2004, that Chris Sabin was in the main event of episode 1 of Impact, contending that night to challenge for the X Division Championship. Tonight, 19 years later, he does the same, battling Lio Rush for the title.
Ooh. And Lio Rush, the bad child, feeling very, very confident.
And Sabin immediately, right out of the gates, pursuing Lio Rush. How does Sabin avoid, the catastrophe that happened at Slammiversary?
He's got to live, he's got to learn. That's one of the reasons he's the best in the business. It's one of the reasons.
Wait a minute!
Oh, wait.
Flashbacks to Slammiversary. This is how Rush blitzed Sabin before the match started at Slammiversary.
Come on now. It's too easy. Too easy. But you hurt? You hurt? Huh?
And Chris Sabin is down. Lio Rush, this time, at least the bell had rung in this X Division title match, but deja vu from Slammiversary.
This is unfortunate. Even Sabin, look at him laying there on the ramp. He's got that same look in his eye that we saw at Slammiversary. You really don't want to see a repeat of that history. That was a bad, bad night for Chris Sabin. And it could be a bad night here in New York.
And that night at Slammiversary, our doctors, the referees checked on Chris Sabin, deemed that he could continue, but clearly Chris Sabin was not okay, was not 100%. And now you can see Lio Rush is going up for the final hour. That's how he put away Sabin at Slammiversary, but the official checking on Sabin, they don't want a repeat of what happened at Slammiversary.
Again, it's a classic. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's that kind of situation. And
wait a minute, Sabin nearly had Rush.
Was Sabin playing possum there, at least at the end, maybe?
Trying to set up for cradle shock. I think you're right, Raymond. I think he might have been playing possum. I talked about the catastrophe of what happened at Slammiversary. Maybe that was Sabin's answer.
Trying to roll him up.
Trying to tie up Rush to cover, trying to win the title and a kick out. Oh, nasty clothesline from Sabin.
And Chris Sabin is an indelible part of the history of this company. So much of that time spent in this very division, the X division, representing it at the very top.
Oh, right across the chest of Rush.
And Sabin. And I feel like this has been the case for the last several months, but coming into this one, a little extra spitfire on everything he's doing.
And Lio Rush calling for a timeout here. As opposed to Slammiversary, where Rush really assaulted Sabin before the bell. Sabin has been all over Rush in this match.
Chris Sabin sending a message to the man who took away his X Division title. The man who tried to take him out.
I mean, this has been a master class here by Sabin. Look at the expression on the face of Sabin. Cool, calm, and collected.
That's the face of a man who knows he defined this division, defined this championship in many ways.
Now look at this, looking for another cover. Shoulders down here. Rush somehow able to escape. It doesn't happen too often, but right now Sabin technically is running circles around Lio Rush.
Yeah, with someone like Lio Rush, that's hard.
And a reminder, we will be staying with this main event matchup in its entirety, commercial-free. For those of you tuning in for New Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan will begin here on Access TV immediately following this X Division title match between Sabin and Rush.
Chris Sabin had pretty firm control of the X Division champion, Lio Rush, managing to find an opening here and turn things around.
Full mount here by Rush, now pulverizing Chris Sabin. Rush, who withstood the test of Kushida this past weekend at Victory Road, the time machine partner of Chris Sabin.
But now Rush obviously tried to, as you put it, blitz Sabin again like he did at Slammiversary, was hoping that would be effective. Sabin, though, able to turn things around for quite a bit. And now Rush, though, is in a different mood. He is not playing around anymore.
And now look at Rush tying up Chris Sabin. That brief moment for Rush to take control against Chris Sabin. Now trying to tie up the 9-time X Division champion.
Sabin now. We saw him there striking at the leg, and we know both Sabin and his Motor City Machine Gun partner Alex Shelley like to use that dragon screw to break down their opponents.
And a shot from behind there by Rush. And now Rush, sense of urgency here. Driving Sabin down, belly to back suplex to retain the championship. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Sabin.
And here's the thing, there's nobody that can argue that Chris Sabin still cannot go with the best of them. You'd be a fool to even try. But are we not looking perhaps at the very future of this X Division in Lio Rush?
Body scissors here by Lio Rush, trying to slow up Chris Sabin. Sabin did a great job of keeping Rush guessing. Every single instance that Rush thought he could catch his breath, he wasn't able to. Now Rush has turned the tables.
Tried to keep him guessing, tried to keep him grounded. Lio Rush trying to do the same thing here to Chris Sabin. Sabin using his power advantage in this one. To make some space between himself and Rush.
Now Rush staggered in the corner. Chris Sabin, foot on the gas here, so to speak, into the corner, over the top rope, shot right to the face of Rush. Now Sabin is going up top here. Missile drop kick to Rush, bouncing off the ropes.
Rush got turned inside out on that one. This match has been so physical for Sabin. History on the line. Could be the first ever 10-time X Division champion.
And now up under the shoulders. Is it time for the cradle shock? And Rush went to the eyes, but the referee was behind Rush, and Sabin didn't see it. Now he sees it.
Getting Rush to break it.
And Sabin rolls out of the ring. And Rush breaking before the count of 5 could have been disqualified.
And Rush very happy with his handiwork as well. Now trying to add to the damage here. That snap moonsault off the bottom rope.
Take a look here at the quickness, the agility, the athleticism of Lio Rush hitting the moonsault and laying out Chris Sabin.
But you can see Lio Rush, he's got a smirk on his face, but he's wincing a little bit. He's suffering from the damage Chris Sabin has inflicted on him as well.
You better stop counting right now. Stop counting right now.
Count of 7 here.
I don't know if that's gonna work, Leo. I appreciate the bravado.
Count of 8. And Lio Rush rolls back inside, and he's reset the 10 count. And again, I come back to him going after the eyes. He could have been disqualified and retained his title. He could have taken a count out and retained his title. Lio Rush is out to make a statement. He wants to embarrass and humiliate Chris Sabin by pinning or submitting him in the middle of the ring.
Well, the bad child do be bad, Tom. It's not just a name. It's a way of life for Lio Rush.
And Lio Rush is well aware Chris Sabin main evented the very first episode of Impact 19 years ago. He wants to spoil the 1000th episode and ruin Sabin's night.
Like I said, the past of the X Division is incredible, is impressive, but Lio Rush, you have to imagine, sees himself at the precipice that he's currently at as the future of this division.
Now mocking Chris Sabin. Oh, wait a minute, up onto the shoulders here.
Oh,
Is he
you
trying to
gotta
set
be
up
kidding.
Sabin for the cradle shock?
Insult to injury personified.
Oh, now Rush, all back up to his feet. Oh, connects with the kick. Sabin could be out. Hook to the leg to retain the title. Kick out by Sabin.
No one in the world can question the grit, the determination of Chris Sabin. But how much can he withstand from this assault from Lio Rush?
Oh, now Sabin going after Lio Rush's leg, saw the final hour coming and slowed up Rush.
Rush able to meet that physicality with some of his own and fight Sabin off though.
Straight headbutt there, and now Sabin, again relentless, goes right after Rush.
Look at this, not wasting any time. Right up into a superplex!
Rattling the spine of Rush.
That took a lot out of the challenger though too. But did it buy Sabin enough breathing room at least to find his way back to a vertical base?
Great respect shown by the fans here in New York on this historic evening, the 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling. Chris Sabin, the challenger, Lio Rush, the X Division champion. What a main event this has been.
Ooh! Lio Rush winding up there for a second. Sabin quickly responding.
Oh, look at Sabin. Powerbomb! Stacks up Rush. Is it time? Oh, and a kick out.
Ooh, nothing fancy about that. That was just down and dirty and nitty-gritty for Chris Sabin.
And Rush staggered in the corner. Oh! And Sabin with a big boot.
And immobilizes Rush. Is now the time for Sabin.
Thinking about the cradle shock here, trying to avoid Rush's hands in his face like last time. And now Sabin rolls through like weeks ago. The STF.
And he's got it on the X Division champion. Dead center of the ring. Nowhere for Lio Rush to go here.
Is Lio Rush going to submit to Chris Sabin? Can Sabin win his 10th X Division title?
A night already filled with history. To add some more.
Oh, look at this. Oh, driving Rush down. Is it time for Sabin to win back the title? No.
And now the look in the eyes of Sabin, figuring out what he's got to do to put Rush away. Oh, you see him winding up. Lining Lio Rush up.
Clothesline from hell, Michigan. Sabin got all of it. Up under the shoulders now. Cradle shock. Cradle shock.
That's gonna be no.
Oh
What?
my God.
What? Lio Rush just kicked out of the cradle shock. Oh, Tom, we gotta take one more look. Look how close this was. Sabin hits the cradle shock, but it ends up only being a 2 count. This match goes on.
Sabin now wondering, what do I have to do to take back the X Division title?
How about the fortitude, the resilience of Lio Rush? Oh, Chris Sabin, oh my God. You know what he's thinking. Cradle shock off the second here.
High risk, high reward. Rush feels it coming. Elbows right to the jaw of Sabin.
Yeah, Rush knew the danger ahead.
To the eyes again, and now the official all over Rush. Rush breaking before the count of 5.
That's the desperation of Lio Rush. Look out!
Final hour.
He got all of it. He got all of it.
Rush into the cover. Sabin kicked out.
And Rush can't believe it. Take another look at this. The final hour hit perfectly on Sabin, but still not enough to put Chris Sabin away.
Look at the eyes of Lio Rush. He is incensed through his best shot at Chris Sabin, the Impact original, and Sabin kicked out.
He's furious. He's almost insulted that Sabin would dare to kick out of the final hour. You can feel the vitriol oozing off of Lio Rush here. The frustration is palpable.
Oh, wait a minute, Sabin blocked. Sabin coming back here on Rush, and look at Sabin chopping down the champion.
He's unloading months and months of frustration here on the X Division champion.
Sabin careful to break before the count of 5. Doesn't want to get disqualified.
Sabin bringing an entire new edge to his game here. Always stepping things up.
Oh, now Sabin lit up there by Rush.
Some combination offense from the X Division champion.
Oh,
God.
oh, super kick there by Sabin. Oh, the Tanaka punch.
And then wait, what's this?
Shell shock.
Shades of Time Machine.
Up under the shoulders. Cradle shock.
And is this it? History has been made.
Number 10. Number 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new X Division champion, Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin, the undisputed king of the X Division.
A division and a championship that has defined a company, that has defined him as an athlete. He once again stands tall.
And
as
look at this.
some of the Impact Wrestling roster here out to support the absolute legendary Chris Sabin in another victory for the X Division title.
What a moment for Chris Sabin. 19 years ago, he set the standard for this show in the main event. And all these years later, in its 1000th episode, Chris Sabin stands tall.